Hey, this is Susan Yates, author and speaker, and I'm excited to be with you today sharing an unusual topic, which I simply call emotional divorce. This is about marriage, and this is about a phenomenon that every single one of us who is married will experience over and over again, probably in our married life. And what happens is this. We go through a rough patch with our husband or a repeatedly rough patch, and we just get numb. And we get to the place where we think, I'm just not going to try any longer. It's too hard. It's too painful. I don't want to go there because life doesn't change. And it's as if we are shutting a glass patio door between us and our man. And when you close a glass patio door, you still see what's on the other side. So the metaphor here is that we're living in the same house, we're doing all the things we need to do, but we're no longer connecting emotionally at a deep level the way we once did. And this is not a healthy thing because a marriage is either growing or it's dying. You can't just maintain in marriage. So what we need to do when our tendency or our desire is to want to slam that patio door on our hearts is we need to take a sledgehammer and we need to crash the sledgehammer against that patio door. Now when you hit a patio door, if it's a well-made piece of glass, it's not going to shatter, but a little crack will begin to come. And then the cracks will spread and eventually the door will dissolve. So you can't expect immediate changes in your marriage. But what does it mean to hit that patio door with a sledgehammer? It means that you determine that you are not going to slam it, that you are going to do whatever it takes to go deeper. You're going to seek out an older mentor couple who will advise you. You're going to get counseling if it's needed. You're going to talk to your pastor. Your marriage is too precious to be lost down the road of emotional divorce. Because living with emotional divorce is not fun. Not one of us can take our marriages for granted. We always need to be intentional in praying for our marriages, praying for our kids' marriages, and working to draw closer to our man. I have a prayer notebook that I've used for a number of years. I change it up every now and then, but I have a theme for each day of the week for my family. And Tuesdays is a day that I pray for our marriages. Now, we have 5 kids, they're all married, so that means we have 10 children, and then there's me and John. So we are 12 people. And so I wanted to share with you just the prayer that I have for our marriages, all 12 of us, 6 couples that I pray every week. This is a little bit personal, but you're my friends. Dear Father, you have called all 12 of us into marriage. It was your creation that you might be glorified. Lord, please be protecting our unions. Give to each of us a sweetness of speech, a desire to work through struggles and stick to it when we are tempted to flee. Help us to really listen and consider the other's view, not presume, but to grow good communication. Help us to have eyes only for each other. Help us to have a desire to serve our mates. Help us to have the discipline to quickly forgive and also to ask for forgiveness. Help us to have a sense of how we're fitting together, 2 being better than 1. Help us to have a growing thankfulness for one another. Help us to have the discipline to pray together. Help us to have more spontaneous laughter. Laughter is so important in marriage. Help us to have a growing tenderness. Give us eyes to recognize how the enemy might be trying to tear us apart. Deliver us, all 12 of us, from taking one another for granted, from failing to appreciate or build up, from those who would tear apart our marriages, from wandering eyes, from emotional divorce. Please be adding layers and layers of glue into our unions and melting us into oneness. And may our marriages, all 6 of them, bring you glory. That's a little bit from my personal prayer journal. So why do I share this with you? Because it's a common phenomenon, and one of the best things is realizing this is bound to happen, And it often happens during times of transition, during times of stress, a sick child, a move, a job loss. Those times open us up to being vulnerable to disappointment in our mates. So I want to encourage you that this is natural. It will happen. Call it what it is, and then get that sledgehammer out and determine to break through that glass. And you'll go deeper in your marriage than you ever have. And once this has happened to you a few times, you will realize the blessings that actually come from having to take a deeper step towards intimacy with your man. Thanks for joining us.